Pender Medical Center is being sold to one of the largest healthcare networks in North Carolina.
The same group that bought New Hanover Regional Medical Center, Novant Health, will soon take ownership of the hospital in Burgaw, with plans to make it a general hospital within 5 years. WECT's Zach Solon learned more about the pending sale today. Zach, Novant plans to spend $50 million to expand access to health care as part of its agreement with the county.
That's right, Fran. Commissioners voted unanimously to approve the agreement with Novant after working with a consulting firm to find a deal that meets the county's health care needs. The hope is that this agreement will improve access to care in rural areas. Novant Health plans to spend $50 million over the next 10 years to expand health care access in Pender County. Per an agreement with county commissioners, Novant will also take ownership of Pender Medical Center in Burgaw.
It's been a long and arduous process. This was a very important decision, and this partnership, I feel very confident that we share the same vision with Novant for what the future of medical care in Pender County will look like.
Commission Chair Jackie Newton says the details still need to be finalized, but hopes it will bring a general hospital to the county within 5 years.
We have a lot yet to work out, but Novant will assume the properties and for expansion purposes, as well as building other properties for expanded services and specialty groups.
Novant Health Coastal Region President Shelburne Stevens details what those expanded services could look like.
This is just another way we can continue to grow healthcare services here, create more access for both primary, ambulatory care, specialty care, and also acute care services, and grow the census here at Pender Memorial.
Newton agrees that increasing access to care is crucial as the county continues to grow.
I feel confident that with the 5-year commitment to converting our hospital here in Burgaw to a community general hospital, I think that we can safely say that the future of health care for Pender County is going to greatly assist in our abilities to go forward in our economic development.
In a deal that will change the face of health care in Pender County. Novant Health and the county are still working through the fine details of that agreement. They hope to have the deal finalized in September. We'll keep you updated as that process moves forward. Zach Solon, WECT News.